The moment you thought Seth Rollins' outfits couldn't get any worse, this guy comes out in Grandma Floral, alright? I don't know what the hell's going on back there, right? But Triple H, I did some digging on you, okay? And this has been going on for years. For years, Triple H has been influencing and shaping the future of the WWE through very sneaky tactics, okay? What if I told you this long-term plan wasn't just to build stars, alright? It was to fabricate a flamboyant fashion presence right under Vince McMahon's nose. We are talking about the Rainbow Agenda, okay? Back in 2012, Triple H handpicked Seth Rollins to be the first ever NXT champion, alright? Not Roman, okay? Not Big E, not Bray Wyatt, Seth, okay? Seth Rollins was the guy. Now, Seth Rollins was heavily influenced by rock music, metal. This guy was a fucking rocker. And you know for sure Triple H loves this type of stuff too, okay? He's a metalhead. Okay, so all this stuff is very synonymous with each other. Because even back then, Hunter saw the vision. The emo hair, the skinny jeans, the wrist tape. Seth Rollins wasn't just a wrestler. He was a statement. Alright? This is strategically something that Triple H has been doing to prove Vince McMahon wrong, right? To subvert the expectations of what Vince McMahon traditionally pushed upon these wrestlers, especially the stars. Check this out, okay? This queer-coded, sassy, borderline RuPaul-looking motherfucker, Seth Rollins, has been pushing for this type of gimmick, this type of getup, since 2020. Now, this gimmick wasn't really locked in yet, alright? This gimmick was still in its early stages, but Seth Rollins, he had to keep it to a minimum because, you know, Vince McMahon, he was still in charge. He was against all this stuff. But you notice the drip god, right? It was not too crazy, okay? It was just flashy colors and, you know, I guess trendy little things that were just cheeky, okay? Like kind of borderline Joker type of style, okay? Which was like, whatever, okay? It was not as crazy. Fast forward, right? Post 2022, when Triple H stepped up to the plate as head of creative, the outfits got even worse, okay? This is where you see the see-through leggings, the latex, the crazy little dresses, all this stuff came post Vince McMahon getting nailed to the fucking boards, right? This is all Triple H is doing here to literally push this agenda and let people be who they are. Now, if I were to think about this stuff, right, just from my perspective, as somebody who loves, you know, rock, even like experimental rap, you know, I understand the look that people try to go for with this type of stuff. All right, and it does draw people, all right? Like it or not, it does draw people. However, those are rock stars and rappers. Seth Rollins is not a rock star or a rapper. All these outfits that you see, all these influences that he's yapping about, oh, he's influenced by high fashion, he's influenced by Macho Man, all this garbage. It's just not true. It is not true. It is because Triple H, since he has took over, Seth Rollins gets the green light on basically anything. Dad, can I wear this? Triple H lets him wear whatever the hell he wants. Whereas Vince McMahon, no, there's a little bit of, pushback. Right? For instance, this article right here, via Fightful Select, Vince McMahon didn't like that white gear that he wore. Now, whether it's cool, whether it's not, it doesn't really matter. The point is here that Seth Rollins and Vince McMahon, they had these creative conflicts between each other, and that's why the drip god persona wasn't fully queer-coded. It wasn't fully fucking there yet. But once again, once Vince McMahon left, Triple H took over. He's like, son, you can wear anything you want. I support it all. Yeah. All that stuff. Dress, kissing, yeah, you want to do a spot like that?
I used to do a spot like that. Oh, with Bron and Bronson. Both of the Bronsons, we can do it like that.
It's honestly just weak character work. All right. And I don't understand what they're trying to go for. They're trying to go for this, high end, fucking pretentious Met Gala, party going, fucking, power hungry type of guy, basically. That is the gimmick. Right? It doesn't go any further than that, though. There should be like an Illuminati feel to this visionary, flamboyant type of dude. Because essentially that's what they're going for. They should go for that. They should toe the line of like Illuminati. Because essentially these like drag fucking events and all that stuff, right? Seth Rollins should go for that shit, man. Make it a little more darker. Not this stupid ass, whoa. And just dressing like a clown with no real reasoning, okay? Now with Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed beside him, it doesn't make any sense, man. These guys have no cohesion. Bronson Reed literally just looks like a security for fucking some sneaker store. Alright, Bronson Reed looks like that. Sneaker shopping with Bronson Reed, but he's the fucking security. Bron Breakker, on the other hand, he's calling people fat asses in the crowd. And then you got fucking Bronson Reed beside him, acting like he doesn't fucking hear it. What is that shit, man? It doesn't make any sense. Now, if this group wants to really look cohesive, Bronson Reed, he should wear like a pink latex gimp suit. I'm not even trying to like joke around or anything, but he should wear a pink gimp suit, right? Bron Breakker, he should wear some like leather fucking dog collar type of thing with a ball in his mouth. Right? Now you might say, oh shit, that's a little too much, Intern John. Isn't that a little fruity? Isn't that the point? Don't you want to get flamboyant to the point where we get uncomfortable? Again, I want to see the Illuminati type of fucking gimmick here. I don't want to see dress up. Alright? He's been playing the same character and just like wearing different things for the past 6 years. Right? Messiah was the only one where he was different, man. Right? And I respect that gimmick, whether he fucking stole it or not. Vince McMahon had the eye to put it on Seth Rollins and be like, yo, you're the Messiah. Boom. It worked. This visionary shit is trash. Look, as much as Seth Rollins claims to have this like fully fleshed out gimmick of, oh, I'm the visionary and all this stuff, right? He's been pushing for this shit since 2020. Think about it. He's been clashing with Vince McMahon backstage. I want to wear this, Dad. I want to wear this, Dad. Why can't I wear this? All right, Seth Rollins has been doing that backstage. And again, it's a whole bunch of fucking nothing coming from his end because the visionary just looks like shit. All right, he's wearing these rainbow things. He has a stylist and stuff. But there's no creative reasoning behind it. That is the whole fucking problem. Right? If you're trying to go fucking rainbow, go all the way rainbow, man. Make it about the Illuminati. Make it about all this like dark, themes that belong with like high-end fashion. All right? That belong with like this classism type of look that you're trying to go for. It just looks like he's a fucking clown, dude. Just like, oh, Triple H just letting him wear whatever the fuck he wants. Like he's an 18-year-old daughter who just got her fucking G2 license and just wants to fucking, party. It's not a gimmick. It's just Seth Rollins at this point. It's Tyler Black exercising his fruitiness. That's what it is, man. And Triple H is all for it. Now, there's a certain line, right, that you can toe with this flamboyance, okay? For example, now there's two types of floral pieces that you can rock, right, that are valid. As a man, you can still look at that person and be like, oh shit, he's straight. Okay? For example, Scarface, right? Leonardo DiCaprio, right? People like this who have this, drug dealing type of delinquency type of floral style, right? That works in itself, that's its own thing. That floral is not queer coded, in my opinion. Right? I think it's kind of cool, right? Even Jorge Masvidal, right? When he's wearing floral, it looks cool. Maybe he's dealing drugs. Maybe he's doing something bad, right? It makes sense. Please go back to Messiah. That was your peak. Okay? In terms of like fashion, in terms of character, in terms of in-ring work, I do believe the Messiah was his best. Okay, the Shield was cool too, but I mean, again, he was in a trio, so I don't even count that shit. You know? This flamboyant drip god shit, it needs to stop, man. Alright? You are not the visionary, my friend. Like, it has nothing to do with anything, right? The gimmick itself is just the same Seth Rollins. I am the visionary Seth Rollins, blah, blah, blah. Triple H is using this guy as an agenda-pushing, statement-making, fucking liberal soldier to create this type of, freedom, this open-endedness with the fans, right, who consume the product. Now, that is the modern PG era, right? Believe it or not, that's what's fucking happening here. And it's right under our nose. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Some of you guys might say, oh, you're a foil hat intern, John. Am I really, though? Look what he's wearing, man. That's not a fucking Scarface floral. That's a grandma feminine floral, man. Oh my god. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for sticking through. You already know this is, alright? The high rise living, work, wife, stealing, intern. Cjax.